I forgot I had to be at a polling station this morning, so I'm going to probably be running this live for a while. I'm in the car right now. I'm waiting for somebody to help me pop up my tent, which is probably going to be another half an hour. And then we can do some, my glasses are starting to have some people pulling into the polling station, and I'm not set up. So I'm really sorry. We were supposed to start our live at 8 a.m. this morning for Nancy Guthrie and talk about some of the stuff that we hadn't already previously talked about. But unfortunately, I forgot. I had committed to being here. So when I got up, my alarms were already set and telling me that I needed to get up and get dressed and get out to the polling station. I'm manning a polling station today. And I'm waiting for my crew to get here to help me set up a tent. But I got my handy dandy sippy cup, my coffee. I got my Front Row Joe's jersey in case somebody wants to take a picture with a Front Row Joe. And I even got my little well-known frilly. I always wear a headband with, you know, patriotic whatevers on it. So I'm out. If you are in the state of Florida, today is a very, very important day for Florida. I don't know how many other places are going to be, you know, doing voting. I don't know if we're the only state. I don't believe we are, but I haven't checked around the country to find out, you know, which states are voting today. So I'm in Manatee County, and the vote for today is who puts the Republican candidate and the Democrat candidate on our November ballot. So it's a closed primary. That means Democrats can only vote for Democrats in this, so finding who the front runner of the Democrat parties at each election will be. And then the Republicans can only vote for the Republicans in this election. So it's a closed primary. We feel in the state of Florida that our primary should be open. Everybody should be able to select which Democrat and which Republican should succeed to the competition in November, and we don't get that. So some people like it the way it is, some people don't. I'm not going to. You guys know my preference. I would prefer it to be completely open. I think that we the people are we the people, but I know that they did it that way for a purpose. I just don't know what that purpose truly is for the Florida. I haven't looked into that, or if I did look into the history, I've forgotten. Sorry, guys. Let me go ahead and I got to change some things on here because I forgot. We don't want everybody in the chat because we get to, come on. There we go. We're updating the chat. There we go, folks. There you go. But I'm out right now, so we didn't get an opportunity to really do the studio. I went ahead, I've got my computer, the computer we ended up using last night. If you guys don't know what happened to me last night, my MacBook Pro went down. Well, it didn't go down. It was working fine. And I just noticed that there was some hinky stuff going on with OBS. So I figured I'd reboot the system. It's what I do every time the computer gets, because when you leave your computer on all the time, it just gets gunky. So every now and again, you've got to restart your, oh, thank you for the happy poop. You got to restart your system just to reset everything, you know? And it wouldn't boot back up. It was like the line was going zzz, and then it stopped halfway. And I'm like, why is it taking so long? So I'm moving the mouse, you know, usually that, I mean, it's not the first time that it's taken a little long at that time when when I update my computer, it sometimes goes to the middle and pauses for a second. And then the last in is just going zoop. And so it didn't do that. And then it puts this Chinese type all over my computer, and it says, press any key to continue. We're having problems with the startup. And I'm like, I have never seen this screen before, ever. And so I'm noticing, oh my gosh, the computer's not turning on. And the live is scheduled. I've never had a problem like this. And so I'm cussing at this point. I'm like, what the bleep, 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 bleep is going on here? So I realized that I needed to reinstall OS program onto that. That's the operating system, and they have a way to do it. I had to get into safe mode, and they have all this other stuff behind the scenes that I could push, and I'm like, okay, so they're saying, well, maybe you need to reset the operating system or reinstall the operating system. I'm like, okay, I'm following these instructions for my phone. I'm like, okay, well, that sounds about right. Let's just go ahead and just do the operating system. Well, it needs 17 gigabytes to run the operating system, and I only have 10 gigabytes left. And I'm like, 10 gigabytes? How in the hell does my computer have something like a half a gigabyte worth of storage on it? I mean, I run the program, but you know what? It's all those damn little videos that I do that I have stored here, stored there. We do have a lot of, our cases are starting to be very voluminous because we do a lot of the cases that we do cover intensely, like Nancy Guthrie. We acquire a lot of documentation, a lot of videos, a lot of photos, a lot of thumbnails, a lot of, Word documents of scripts and bullet points of talking points that we need to discuss over it's just a whole bunch of work in those cases. The other cases that we do, like one-offs or even deep dive a little bit in but don't really cover to trial, those files are much smaller. Those are the Janiyah Harris cases. Those we did a little bit. We tried to get some interest in it in our audience. For whatever reason, it's sad. I don't understand why our audience just doesn't have an appetite for some of the cases that we cover, especially with the children. But on our channel, for whatever reason, people just don't tune in, and it's sad. We try our best to help these cases, every case, but we're reliant on our audience to get stuff pushed out. And in many of these cases, our audience aren't helping in that. And it's not to put off like our coffee club. I know our coffee, like our core coffee club works and pushes anything out that we have, but this is not just the Bullhorn, like a Bullhorn Betty is not the true crime community. Like there's a lot of true crime community, and we just don't have a lot of buy-in for some of these cases, and we need a lot more people talking about them for them to get attractive on the algorithm. And that's what it's all about. Is you gotta have enough hashtags or names in content, and in such a large way for it to get into the algorithm for searching and popping up on people. It takes a lot. There's a lot that goes into getting cases plugged into the algorithm. For example, finally Nancy Guthrie on our show is being plugged in enough where when I put Nancy Guthrie in our tagline, it's being dispersed. We've got into the algorithm for Nancy Guthrie, just like we were dominating the algorithm for Sebastian Rogers. And we're going to continue to plug into some of these cases. Some of them, we get the algorithm, we get the secret sauce kind of going very quickly, and other ones, they struggle. And I don't know, sometimes, I know that scholars, know the reason for these, but me and myself and I do not. Sometimes it's just, it is what it is type of thing, So... But we're out here. If you are in Florida, let me get this out before we talk too much. I'm going to have to get out of the car. We're going to have to do some setup. So you guys are going to see me. Then you guys aren't going to see me. Then you guys are going to see me. We're going to set up because I'm just going to set up a booth here. I'm going to find out where Glenn wants me to set up the booth. And I'm just going to set up the booth that I'm going to be sitting in there. I don't foresee myself shaking a lot of people's hands. I was hoping to meet people, walking in and getting to speak to them about some issues. But this doesn't look like it's set up for that. And he said this is the second biggest polling center in the county. And I'm like, well, nobody's here and there's no place to really set up. So I'll wait until he gets here to set up. But if you're in the state of Florida, today is the primary elections, okay? A lot of people miss primary election because they don't think it's an important election. I can tell you it's one of the most important elections. It is one of the most important elections because this election decides who advances to our November ballot. That means if you have an underdog that you're rooting for, if you don't get out and vote, the chances of your underdog making it to that November ballot are probably slim to none. done. So with your help and with the community's help, which we need the community's help, right now the Democrat Party is fighting their establishment. They're wanting statesmen. Right now the Republican Party is fighting their establishment. They want statesmen. Right now we have Democrat Party and Republican parties looking for people that are going to represent them, not the special interest, not their pocket, their lifestyle, or anything else. They are looking for people that are going to be listening to us, not these super PACs, not these PACs, not these, again, like developers and stuff like that. If you want developer-backed candidates, you're going to have a lot of development shoveled down your throat. You're going to be dealing with flooding and traffic and all of these things. If we want to stop this, we need to be voting for statesmen. We need to quit voting for the people that come on the cardboard boxes in our mail, right? Those people are the ones that are bought and paid for by high-powered people. And we don't want them in our country. We don't want them running our country anymore. We're sick of high-powered people that don't give a shit about we, the people, running our country. And for us, we have an opportunity in that we can all say we've had enough and do our part. The Republicans vote for non-establishment candidates, and the Democrat Party vote for non-establishment candidates. If we can all get out there and vote for non-establishment candidates, candidates with balls and backbones, candidates that are going to represent we the people, we can turn this country around in 4 years. In 4 years, all the damage they've done in a decade, we can turn around in 4 years. So I hope that everybody is empowered on the Democrat side, on the Republican side. If you're an independent, unfortunately, you don't get to vote. The only people that get to vote in the primary elections are only Democrats and Republicans. So if you are in the Florida and you are registered Democrat or you're a registered Republican, please go to your nearest polling station and vote. We need all votes in the state of Florida to come in. This is an important election. This is going to establish, because we're doing the tug and pull right now, I think if we do this the right way, I think the Democrat side will get some statesmen, and they're going to still get some of their establishment folks. And I think the same is going to be true for the Republican side. I think we're going to get some grassroots people in there, and I also think we're going to get some of the establishment in there. But every year we have an opportunity to keep digging away at that establishment. And that's what we need to do, is just keep digging away at that establishment. Our Florida GOP will never have my support again until the Grooters are gone, until the Grooters and pals are out of this organization. I will never support them. I don't like them. I think they're evil. I think they're ruining our Florida GOP. So if you guys want to change in this country, quit voting for these people. Grooters, Sidney Grooters, Joe Grooters, they need to be out on their ass. If you're in the state of Florida, they need to be out on their ass. Powell, out on his ass. I don't like them. Why would somebody vote for chicken neck anyways? Like, I'm so sick of this. I'm just so sick of this. These people aren't leading our country. They are robbing us blind. And the Florida GOP is responsible. So if you guys want change, go against the establishment. That's my message to America. If we want change in America, it's time. I'm done with establishment. I'm done with establishment. I really need to. God has been promoting me to get quiet and spend time, and I just haven't. Yeah. Well, now's the time, Steffers. It's nice to see you, love bug. I hope you've been doing well. I saw some of your photos. Looks like you guys are having the time of your life. Hope you're well. Yeah, we're doing well. Both my girls have gone Democrat, and their moral views are terrible now. But you know what? I don't believe that's all, because, I've got good people here. Again, I'm an activist. We work with activists of all shapes and sizes, right? From any type of, we have a lot of activists here from both sides of the aisle. I'll just leave it at that. And sometimes we're united on things, and we've been heavily united on a lot of stuff in this county here lately, because we're all realizing this development is causing us a lot of problems. So we're able to come together on some things and really push back on our government in Manatee County. But it's been a block, it's been a community, it's been a resident block. So we've been going in there. As you guys see, we stack our, when push comes to shove, we'll get bodies in those seats at the Board of County Commission meetings. We've got enough retirees here that if we need to get people in those Board of County Commissioners just to drag a county commission out, we've got the bodies to do it. Some communities don't, because people are freaking paycheck to paycheck. They don't have time to take off work and deal with government. A lot of people in this county don't do it. I mean, usually for the last, I don't know, 5 years, it's been, well, not the last 5 years. I came back after being gone out of here for almost 2 years, and we had a lot of activists involved, and we even have more activists involved. We got the Headset Dad. We got 941 News with that Corey Lee that threw the temper tantrum. Remember that meeting I was showing you guys? I was doing the meeting, and there's a guy that threw himself on the floor and started making that's Cody Lee. He's an independent journalist. He has his own channel, 941 News. I fell over. I'm like, oh my goodness. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to be here. We're going to be talking about Nancy Guthrie, but I don't see any point in talking about too much of Nancy Guthrie until I get situated and set up with my tent. And it looks like Glenn won't be here I was expecting him like a half hour ago. I've already been out here for an hour, sitting in my car just in the AC. It's going to be miserable when I get out of this AC and get out there in the heat and the Florida heat. And by the time he gets here, it's going to be freaking the hottest part of the day. But that's okay. We support Glenn. He's being spread thin. He's wanting to make sure that there's somebody stationed at just about every polling station, and I think he's got it just about set up. I really do. I think he's got it just about set up where we have one, because once I set up my tent here, then that's it. But I hope he has some really good signs, because I bought zip ties, to tie it all up and stuff. I don't think our schools should be indoctrinating our children politically, no matter what side. I agree with that. I think children need to be taught in education. And I'm sick of our children being political pawns. What they did to our children. We're going to have so many, we got so many mentally disabled children right now that are coming out of high school and have already been in college. These are why people pick up, pew-pews and start doing those mass things, is because they don't know how to handle stuff. They weren't taught. Like, we were taught to deal with it. I mean, we didn't turn something in. We didn't get a safe space in a coloring book. We didn't get a award for participation. Back in my day, we are like freaking hard as hard can get. You guys are raising a bunch of pussies now. I'm sorry, you just are. You can say, Betty, that's a terrible language. Then I got terrible language, but you are. You're men ain't men. We need strong, manly men in our country, and we got a bunch of pussies running around here drinking soy, not eating real meat. What man doesn't eat meat? Okay? I'm sorry. If you want a non-eating meat guy, then fine. Go get you a soy boy, okay? One with a man bun. All right? I'm not going to tell you who to love and who to like or whatever turns you on. You are what you are. But I'm going to tell you, those men don't turn me on, okay? I need a manly man. Okay? I want somebody that says I wouldn't, right? You come disrespecting, you come not, I wouldn't. I need somebody that looks like a shit brick house, right? And I need somebody to say, right? That's what we want. I don't want somebody that says, oh, I'm so sorry. Would you please not be disrespectful to my wife? Hell no. I want somebody that says, what did you just say to my wife? Okay, that's the man I want, okay? We don't have that. We have people that wants to say, would you pretty please not talk to my wife like that? That ain't for me. That might be for you. That ain't for me, okay? I'd be like, do you got a pair of balls there, sir? Do you got Frankenbeans? Because I'm starting to wonder if something happened to them. Did they not drop like they were supposed to? To the no. I stood up and stood his ground. Yep. Yeah, well, you look gorgeous with that man bun, but you know what? I'm sorry. I still need some franken beans, sir. You're just not my kind. You're not cut from the same cloth I need you to be cut from, okay? Enjoy your soy. Enjoy your soy. Meanwhile, I go black, okay? I hear once you go black, you never go back, okay? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask those soy boys. I'm gonna have to give them a little bit of some black coffee. Maybe it'll change their mind. My husband knows I didn't play. There you go. Say no to man buns. All right. You the males, the soy boys. I think the man buns. I think the man buns out. I don't think it's trending this year, guys. I think you're gonna have to ditch the soy. It looks like the women want some. You know what tofu chunks ain't manly. Better watch it. Seth will get on your butt. His son loved tofu, plain, no sauce, But he has an autistic son, so that's understandable. I never got into tofu. I never, ever. I think that was the first, like, try at what do they call it? Bioengineered meat. I think our bioengineered meat started with tofu. We had tofu for a few years. I'm like, oh well, we got some tofu. Wonder what we. Yeah, the autistic kids eat weird. Yep. My daughter is severely autistic and anoxic brain injury. Okay. Had no idea about politics, but they told her in school Trump was horrible to vote for Kamala. Didn't tell my child how to vote. Don't tell my child how to vote. Amen. Well, that's what they were doing, and they were getting then that's what the bottom line is they brought a bunch of freaks into our school system, and now they're preying on our kids in more ways than one. And now, I can't. I'm so disheartened over this whole public school system because I loved my public school. Even though I didn't love all my teachers, I loved my education. I think I've taken it for granted, the public education system. I think we all have, because when I was growing up, my public education system taught me how to play violin. They taught me how to type on a keyboard. They taught me how to balance the checkbook. They taught me how to cook. I had a cooking class. They taught me how to sew. I had a sewing class. They taught me law. They taught me science, biology, math, some other things. My school really taught me, and they taught me responsibility. They taught me responsibility, and they taught me consequences to actions. So when I broke the rules, there was a time when I was suspended for 3 days. Yes, I got suspended for 3 days in middle school. Okay, it was the only suspension I ever had, but I was taught responsibility and consequences to my actions. I was also taught that if you don't turn in your work, you get a 0 and you will fail your class. If you can't read, they will not pass you. Okay, that is all different this day and age because they get money for people passing. And so what our government has decided is they have decided to lie to the public for profit. They chose to pass kids that should never have been passed. They should have been failed, but they did not want to show that they could not do the job. So they passed these people. I've had several educators around this country reach out to me and tell me that they were threatened to be fired or change grades. So I know that this is not a one-time event. I read about an event that happened similar to that about a week or two ago. And that's not the only event where schools have forced their teachers to change grades or change them themselves when they refuse to. The schools are changing people's grades. A failing student is being forced to pass. And now when you go into high school, your $40,000 or $100,000 year college, now they're not even going to give you, the state of Michigan, the Michigan University is not even going to give you your grades your first semester. They're just going to let you party and enjoy school on your parents' dime for the first semester at almost $50,000. So I'm done. They are not educating our children like they're supposed to in the schools or even in colleges. So why are we pulling out and putting our children in $100,000 worth of debt for what? To say that they went to college? Well, if they go to college, we expect them to get an education, not just to get the trophy, right? And so now you don't even have to pass the grade to get passing grades. So why even do the work? If you don't have to pass, why even bother trying? Young cashier can't even count back change. That's sad, Crystal Pistol. My aunt talked to me. She was economics. She passed away. I'm 60. Wow. I know that we were taught everything. Everything in school we were taught. And you know what? When we acted up, our parents knew about it. When we did things to our bodies, our teachers told our parents. When they thought we were doing bad things, drugs, alcohol, they told our parents. They didn't enable us. They didn't start sending us text messages and asking us to sneak out of our bedroom windows and meet them down the road. They actually went to our parents and told our parents and got our butts whipped. It is sick to me what they have done to our children and how they prey upon our children. I never thought in a million years when I was a kid that by 46 years old, I would literally have a government that's trying to groom children in a massive way. Sexually groom our children in school. I just don't, I can't. You know, it's getting to the point where it's getting nerve-wracking. Very, very nerve-wracking. So I don't know what they're doing. Good gracious, Glenn. I'm telling you, I'm ready to go home. I've been out here since 7. It's almost 9. I haven't even set up the tent. I've just been running my air conditioning in my car. Anyways, this is our day. We'll get through it. I just... Anyways, I don't know. They don't teach how to sign their name. We learned cursive. We learned everything, but I think the first step was separating students from their parents was Common Core. I should be there by 10. Oh, and 10. I thought he said I'll be there by 10. I'm like, okay, I'm going home till 10. I thought it was going to... Good gracious. We're going to have fun, though. We're going to have fun. I just hope that, I hope Glenn and all the people we're pushing for really do, do get good. Glad I read that. I'm glad I took a second shot. I'm like, no, not 10. It's good to know. It's good to know. Anywho, at least I have my coffee. I got my friends. We're kind of out. At least we're out of the house. Delilah, she was not, she wasn't happy or sad. Like she was something. But she wasn't happy or sad. I wish this was a better location. I'm wondering if I should. I'm going to talk to Glenn about a few things because the other option is where's the 1.5, or the 150-foot rule from the front door out in this parking lot, because it might be easier to set something up in this parking lot so at least we can get somebody, because nobody is even driving that. They're either going in this parking lot over here. We might need to set up over here. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know what the right answer is, but as soon as we get set up, I'm gonna get this whole live changed up and get a thumbnail, and we're gonna start talking about Miss Nancy Guthrie. But since I'm on the whole thing of voting, you might as well go out and vote. If you're in Florida, please, please, please take the few minutes and stop by the polling station on your lunch break. If you forget to go this morning, if you're not in a rush to get anywhere, then go before you start your day. Just go to the polling station and put your poll in. Get your ballot put in. That's my recommendation. I want as many people out there to vote as possible, because I truly believe if we have a lot of people voting, the votes will be had. We will get our grassroots people in. We need more grassroots people in. And right now, people they look in their mailbox and they vote for whoever sends them that cardboard. They don't even know what they stand for. They just see their photo. They say, "Oh, this person looks nice. Let me vote for them." Never understanding that the reason why you're stuck in traffic is because of them. The reason why you got flooding, why your house was flooded during the last storm is because of them. And you're still voting them back into office because you got a freaking card in the mail. Like, everybody that's in office right now across this country should be fired. Period. Everyone. I'm so sick of this government. I'm starting to become an anti-government person. All the best, sweetheart. I'm very much afraid of the dentist since being a child. I know. I hate the dentist too. I've got dental insurance and I haven't been to the dentist in years. And I don't know why, because every time I go there, they say, "Oh, you haven't been here for your cleaning and now you got a cavity. We need a drill." It's like, drill, baby, drill. So I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, if I don't feel the cavity, you're leaving it alone. You're not carving into my teeth, okay? If my teeth fall out, they fall out. That's what they make dentures for. I'm done. I'm old. I can't see most of the chat. I'm sorry. Oh, Linda, that's sweet. I'm old too. That's why I'm putting spectacles on, because I can't see. I can't remember who it was. Somebody was saying, look this up. And I'm like, I'm looking at the phone. And they're like, what does it say? I'm like, I don't know. I can't read. And he's like, well, do you want to see my glasses? My neighbor was Glenn. I'm like, Glenn, do you honestly think that your prescription is going to work for me? I said, I can't see. Let me go home and check this. He's like, I don't even know how old he is. I know he's over 70. OG Chitter. Good morning to the amazing PHB and the beautiful beans. I'm glad to be back with my family. Aw, OG, it's nice to see you. Yes. I'm at a polling station. I'm waiting for Glenn to get here to tell me where he wants me to set up. There's been some people that's come in and out. I just, like, as far as logistics of this place, this sucks. I'm not going to lie. But he says this is like the second biggest polling station ever. And I just don't see, like, nobody's out here. There's no tents out here. There's a bunch of signs, but they're at the road. I've got a 10 by 10 tent. And I want people to see, and if I can't shake hands, then we need to look at strategy. Like, who's going to see? We need to point the tent the way that people can see the name that are going into the polling center. So I think the reason why nobody's out here is because there's really no place there's no shade. There's no shade and there's no real place to pop up a tent. I mean, I think we can find a place, but I have a funny feeling we're going to get in trouble, because I feel like if we were allowed to have tents up here on this stuff, there would be at least somebody here from one of these big people. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I love my candidates. I'll tell you that. I love my candidates. It's a ruse. It is. Good morning, guys. It's nice to see you, Betty. Don't wait until you need 7G for dental care like me right now. Oh, sweet Caroline. Oh, that thing is already coming past. I will tell you guys this. You need to fight back and push back on your dentist. One thing I found out is dentists now, especially ones that have big dental houses, they pay their dentist commission. That means their dentists don't get paid unless they're putting shit in your mouth. So they like to sell crowns. Unless your tooth is falling apart, anything that they can do, they can fix with dental cement and stuff like that. They don't need to put a crown on. And they force you in a crown because if they fill the cavity, it's only $200 or $300. If they put a crown, now they're getting into the $1,500 to $2,000 area. Okay, the $1,500 to $2,000 area. What they fail to tell you, which I think it should be a liability on the dentist, because they have a duty, just like any other doctor, to tell you the good and the bad of any procedure you're doing. But they fail to tell you that when you put a crown in, you're going to have periodontal disease. You're going to have taste. Your mouth will never, ever taste the same again. It will always have a scent to it, no matter how much you clean, how much you pick everything. Over time, you start it does not work. Okay, they don't tell you that when they put the crown on, and then you're forever going back there every 6 months, and you will always, always, always have infection in your gum that they never. Isn't it funny that a dentist, you can go to a dentist. Ah, there's the man. There's the man. We'll talk about the dentist in a second. There's the man. There's the man. All right, guys, give me just a few moments, guys. We're here. We're going to be leaving in just a second. Well, once we get set up, we'll have some conversations. So just sit tight. I'll be back with you in just a few shakes of lamb tail. guess what? It's been called. This is a terrible location. He pulls up and he goes, man, this is a terrible location. I'm like I said, you wouldn't have believed me until you, because it didn't even do justice. I did like a FaceTime with him and showed him, but it just didn't do its justice because you couldn't really see everything that you needed to see. So he gets out here and he sees what I'm talking about. He's like, we can only put some signs up. And I'm like, yeah. So we're going to go set up. We're going to go set up elsewhere. We want to shake people's hands. We want people to know that this is the best team here. We need good juju. Glenn's got to get in if we're going to stop this development. So does Ed Bailey. If you guys are Manatee County citizens, please, please, please do us some favors. Do us some favors. Now, we need to get, oh shoot, John asked me to get something out yesterday. I forgot to get it out. Dad burn it. I'm probably going to have to stop what I'm doing and do something. But we'll get it going. Come on, guy. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on, boo. All right. Guys, we're off from one polling station. We're heading to another polling station now. We're going to get set up, and then you guys get to come hang out with the political people. And I got to tell you, this is, you know, when Donald Trump was going for elections in 2016 and 2020 and 2024, we all united. Now I'm starting to see a major separation in our party of people that are tired of establishment. We're still in the process of draining the swamp. I feel like the swamp kind of laid back until Trump was done doing what he's doing, and now they're coming out in just this rapid succession, and we're starting to see the establishment, the people that we were fighting against, the swamp, starting to poke their ugly heads back up and starting to get their people plugged back in. And it's like, hell to the not today, Satan, not today. And so we have got, our work is not done. Do not allow, the wolf in the sheep clothing to distract you from where we're trying to put this country for all of us. And we want it handed back to we the people. We the people deserve to be running this country and have representation that focuses on what we need to have done. And right now, we the people need money. We the people are struggling. We the people are having hard times putting food on the table and paying our bills. So we're sick and tired of supporting Somalia. We're sick and tired of supporting Iraq or Iran or all of this other stuff where we're sending God knows what money for sex changes and all this other stuff. We don't want to pay for that. There's not one person in America that cares about paying for sex education for somebody in another. Okay, especially we're struggling to put milk in our. Okay, we're not heartless. We're just saying, hey, we need to take care of ourselves before we worry about any other person. And right now, we're barely able to do that. So what is left of us for anybody else? And our government just still keeps taking. They get rich and we get poorer. How is that? Because they're stealing our money. That's how that is. We're all in on this. Don't think an R or D changes the facts. They do not. The establishment on both sides of the party have been robbing us blind for literally generations. If we want the bleeding to stop, we've all got to pull our heads out of our asses and quit fighting with each other and realize who the devils are. And it's not each other. Okay? If you're a good person, you're a good person whether you wear a D or an R. If you're a terrible person, you're a terrible person whether you wear a D or an R. So let's not get it twisted, and let's pull our heads out of our asses and start realizing we're in a crap storm right now. And even the Democrat Party is starting to come up and say, look, we've been hijacked. When you have that Carvel guy saying we need to stop this is get bad, we need to stop this socialist, this is not good for our party. When you got that man saying on public air, you know we're in a world of mess. You know people messed up. So it's time to acknowledge screwed up. We all decided to hate on each other, and we did. Remember, what is it? Together, they sit together. We what? Divided, we fall. United together, divided we fall. Something like that. I can't remember. Why is my brain not working? I don't know. Oh, but you guys get it. Can you say it louder for the people in back? There you go. Right on. I think the more we talk about politics, everybody's like, let's not talk about politics. But I think the more we talk about politics, the more we realize that we all do stuff. I think it's important that we people know that we agree on a lot of stuff. You know, I think that it's important for us to know that we all agree on, because it's kind of hard to be hating on somebody that agrees with you, right? And I think that's interesting. So if somebody's agreeing with you, and if you guys believe that we need more money, why? Well, who could you hate for saying we need more money? Not a damn person. But we need more money. I'm not gonna lie. I know I need more money. If I need more money, you need more money. Okay? It's hard to put milk in my refrigerator. I buy half gallons at a time because I can't drink a full gallon and I throw it away by the time the expiration. You know, we all have to do little things to get us through. But I got to tell you, the things that we need to survive, fruits, jeez Louise. Sorry guys, we had overheating. And I didn't see where Glenn just went. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'll be right back. Can we get this parking spot right there? Can we get that parking spot right there? Well, then how are they setting it up?
And my truck is handicapped and dressed in her. You can see the line right there.
Okay, so where are we going to set up here?
Well, we can set up across the way.
Well, we need to make sure. Hold on, guys. a spot, ladies and gentlemen. We have Betty a spot. We have a Betty spot. Front and center, baby. Front and center. All right, guys, here comes the real work. Here comes the real work. Oops. I don't want this being too hot. Sorry, guys. Okay.
You don't have any signs, right? I'm gonna go get
No, I have no signs.
All right.
I'll drive back down there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna walk out back. All right. I'm already hot, folks. That's why I put my hair back in a ponytail. I knew it was going to be this. I only put some very limited makeup on because I knew I was going to be out here sweating all day. So, all right, where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, it's so freaking hot. I got the sun right in my eyes. I'm absolutely gonna need a bathroom at some point today. Okay. I got my little space set up. I got my tent up. Yay, Betty, we got a tent. Why is my thing so... I'm like, why is this thing still blinking? And so I forgot I had my emergency lights on. So we'll go over here. I'll go over here. Where's this person going? Does this person know what the hell they're doing? You're driving in parking spots. Oh, good gracious. Okay, wreck into a tree, lady. Good stuff. Good stuff. So I'm going to park right over here. Well, those look like individual spots. Well, I think I'm going to take up a couple individual spots then. We'll just park just like this over here. Whew. All right, guys, it's game day. It's game day. If you guys are here, I've got to take a bunch of stuff out to the front of this. Okay, we got this. We got all we need. Okay, we got it. We even got an air conditioning. Got some AC. Oops, I got it backwards. We got some AC. Okay. We got some AC. We got, oh, there's my computer. Let's go ahead and get the computer set up. I got my sweat towel.
Ron up to 6 up and then help you zip tie them.
Huh?
I'm going to have Ron help you. He's bringing the signs up there for you.
Okay. All right, thanks. I'm not quite there yet. I got to unpack all this stuff in the car. We got a lot of crap in the car to take up there. I probably should have dropped it off. I didn't even think about it. So give me a minute, guys. I got to pack up all my stuff here. I don't think I'm going to need a hat just yet. I do have a hat, but I don't think I'm going to need it just yet. So I got this. Let's go ahead and get our charger in here. I'm coming back around for you guys. I just got to get my charger. So just bear with me, folks. I'm not leaving you behind. I promise. I'm not leaving you behind. I might leave you behind. I might. I might choose to leave you behind. Okay. Let's go for coffee. We'll keep the coffee. Let me go over there. Oh, sorry, I forgot you guys were here. Look how big my face is. I've just been walking. There we go. Sorry, guys. I forgot you guys were here. I'm so hot already. Hi. All right. Guys, get out and vote. Betty's sweating. We got sweaty Betty out here. We got sweaty Betty out here to promote voting for primary elections. Primary elections are important elections. It's also to show you guys how out of we need to be out in the field. You guys hear me? I never used to do this when we were out going 20 freaking miles in a swamp. I didn't have time to catch my breath. Okay. All right, my tent is falling apart because somebody doesn't know how to fucking... Okay. We have... All right, guys, give me a second. I got to get my... Did I forget the pole? God blessed. I sure did. We're going to have to walk back. Okay. I got to walk back. Oh, no, we got him coming. Shit. I grabbed my tripod, and then I forgot to put it in the bag. So it's still back at the car. So I got no place to put you guys. So you guys are going to have to stand up. There we go. While I do my work. One, two, three, four. You got it? Yeah, one more. Perfect. Oh, where's my...
3 over here.
Huh? What about it?
Okay, we got 3 here.
Yeah,
3.
we got 3. We got 3 all around. All right, so I've got zip ties here. I don't know how he wants to put these up, but I got to run back. I got to get a tripod for this, and I don't have a tripod on me. So... Okay, perfect. All right, guys, I'll be right back. You know what? Might as well turn the fan on. Guys, hear that? Let's turn it this way so I can get it on back of my AC, baby. We're living the lap of luxury out here. Thank you, Mommy Bullhorn. This is the best gift so far today. This is donated by Mama Bullhorn. All your equipment that is donated to the Bullhorn Betty channel, even by Mommy Bullhorn, goes to great use. Goes to great use. All right, guys. Well, I guess we're getting our exercise for the day. Definitely need some cardio. You guys heard me. That was horrible. Shows me I need some exercise. I'm getting too complacent in my old age. Oh no, not complacency. Yes, complacency. We don't want to be complacent. We want to be do-gooders. All right. We got her. There it is, y'all. We got her. She's officially ours. She's officially ours. Whew. Don't worry, I'm air conditioned. You guys see, I'm styling and profiling here with some AC. With some AC. You know what I think my next thing's gonna be? I think I'm gonna invest in what am I going to invest in? I think I'm going to invest in a portable AC unit, like one on wheels that has like a tube. So we could like put like 4 sides up on our pop-up tent and then feed the tube in. So we actually have a air-conditioned tent. Ooh, I broke my nail. Look at that. I broke a nail. I broke a nail. Son of a gun. I'm not even a nail queen. And I'm upset that I broke a nail. I broke a nail. Glenn, Gibellina, I broke a nail campaigning for you. Okay. I think we're good, folks. I think we're about ready. All right, you got it looking good. Thank you. All right. We got a live stream going. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. It's official. All right, guys, you guys now officially have power. We have power. We are being powered. Okay. Whew. So if you guys are in the state of Florida, Republicans or Democrats, you guys have an opportunity to vote today only. If you have not gotten out to early voting, today is going to be the best day for you guys to go out, find your nearest polling stations, and please vote. It doesn't matter whether you're a Republican or Democrat. Vote for your conscience. Remember, we are going for non-politicians. We're going for statesmen in both sides of the aisle. Statesmen. Balls and backbones. Balls and backbones are on the ballot. Balls and backbones. If they ain't got no balls and they ain't got no backbones, they don't have your vote. All right. So I'll be doing my thing, and then we'll start talking about Miss Nancy Guthrie here in just a few moments. Looks like I got my, man. I hate when I have stuff like that and you go in and then you have like a pile of freaking stuff on the bottom of your bag. Okay. All right, guys, so I'm gonna be out here, we're gonna be sign waving here. I wish I could turn you guys around, but I can't. We started in this this spot right here. But if you guys are in Manatee County and you guys would like to come out and get a picture with a Front Row Joe, come on out. We are supporting Glenn Gibellina's campaign. We're supporting, if you go to my Facebook, you'll find out what campaigns we're going to be supporting. And before I get started on my day's event, let's get some things broke down here. You guys are here. I was going to change this to a Nancy Guthrie conversation, but I'm gonna have to start waving signs, so I'm not ready to change. I got the computer, so once I am ready to develop the thumbnail, we'll get the thumbnail and the and get the title of this live changed. But until I'm ready to talk, like seriously talk about Nancy Guthrie, I think it's inappropriate to put her in our show title right at the moment. So this is kind of just Bullhorn Betty being Bullhorn Betty. I'm a political activist, among other things. You guys see me in my true crime cap, but this is in my political cap. And this is what a lot of the funds that we work for change. We're all about change. This country, we're all about changing our environment. And we're all about being part of something bigger than ourselves. And so in order for me to do the things that I need to do, I have a channel, and we talk about true crime, and I figure true crime is a nonpartisan conversation because none of us want to be a victim of crime. We all like being curious about what happened and why it did happen. So I think it pulls a lot of people in, and it gives us an opportunity to unite on common goals such as crime, right? None of us want to be victims of crime. So it gives us a unique position on these platforms, not only to impact these cases, but also unite people from both sides of the aisle and activate for common goals in politics that will help change the environment, especially in the judicial realm of things and the criminal realm of things. Like, just because you break the law, I don't think that you should be in jail. In many cases, I think a lot of people that steal are stealing because they don't have any education or don't have a good job. So it's all about educating those people and getting those people in good jobs so they can quit the criminal activity. Going to prison is only going to enable them to meet people and perfect their skills and go further up the food chain in crime. We don't want that. We want to stifle the crime, and the only way we can do it is have common sense approaches. And I think those common sense approaches we all appreciate and we all can get on board with. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons why I do true crime, and there's a lot of reasons why I am a political activist as well. But everything that I do is for everybody else, not me. It makes me feel good to do what I do. So if you guys are in Manatee County, you guys would like to vote, you guys would like to take a picture with the Front Row Joe, come on out, get your vote in. Again, doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, just vote your conscience. Just vote your conscience. Are you happy with the direction of this country or not? If you're not happy with the direction of this country, vote in opposite of what you have currently. If you are happy with the direction of this country and you love the country the way it is, then vote to keep it the same. That's the thing. But I can tell you 90% of the people that I speak to, whether you're right or left, doesn't matter, they're not happy with the direction of this country at all. So if none of us are happy, we're united in that, aren't we? We're united in that. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Oh, that was from OG Jitterbug. Thank you, OG, for donating. We appreciate you, Love Bug. We appreciate you. I hope you guys are doing super, super well this beautiful Tuesday. To talk a little bit about some of the stuff that we talked about last night. So for Nancy Guthrie, we've been talking about that case, and we've only had evidence of one suspect. We've had some stuff out there that implied that there's possibly more than one person that abducted or was responsible for the abduction of Nancy Guthrie. Well, with the work we did last night, I think we definitively concluded that there was a second person at that property. And it was concluded that not only was there a second person at that property, but law enforcement knows there was a second person at that property. And they withheld that information from us. They cut the video right as he was getting back and cut it to him going to the foliage. So it's very clear there was somebody there at that front door with him. The front door was not open, but we identified shoes under the light, and we identified an unknown light source. And it looked like it was a box light or a telephone light. Everybody keeps saying telephone, but I don't think it was, because I think if any telephone was out there and on, we would have a cart, an indicator from the geofencing case, information that was pulled. And the geofencing, remember, did wind some people up. We've got to remember, the geofencing brought people to at least Luke Daly's door. I think it was the geofencing. I'm not sure if it was the geofencing that brought law enforcement to Carlos's door, but I believe that it was brought to Luke's door. I think that was after. But I don't know. We heard there was some stuff in the cart report, but other than that, just knowing that there's stuff in there, we don't know what it is. So, anyways, all right, guys, people are starting to pull in. You guys are going to be on your own. You guys can hang out and chat with each other, not chat with each other, whatever you guys would like to do. I'm flipping the camera around. You guys can watch what's going on. There we go. All right. I'll be in front of you. somebody that just pulled in. Hi! Just thought I would do that. I don't know why. Felt the need to. Can you guys see out there? You guys can, okay. It's just popped up a little bit more than I'd like it to. We got some people coming in. We want them to vote for Glenn Gibellina, Ed Bailey. I don't think Ed Bailey's this precinct. This is just precinct voting, isn't it? You have no idea?
No idea at all.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, I love the duckies. All right, guys, we're getting them. I hope you guys are doing well. Betty's out here doing her part. I hope you guys are doing yours. I hope you guys are doing yours. For those that are just coming in, we're not doing anything right now but campaigning. We're going to be talking about Miss Guthrie, but it's not going to be until probably this afternoon. You guys are here for Betty moral support. That's your only job, is to be my moral support while we're out here campaigning for people. If you want to, you can sit in my chair. You don't have to sit on the ground. I got more chairs in my vehicle. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. glasses are my keys off. I can't see my. How many will be voting in your primaries in your state? Raise your hand in my chat if you guys will be voting in your primaries in your state. If you have voted already for your primaries in your state, put a 1. If you haven't, if you haven't voted in the primaries and you don't intend to vote in the primaries, put a 2. If you have or are going to, put a 1. A 1 and 2 in the chat. How many of you guys are going to be voting in your primaries? Oh, good. I love seeing that. Voted already. We love that. We love that, Dave. Already did. Love it, Lisa. Keep it up, guys. I love that. Perfect. I already voted too. I kind of wish I would have waited on a couple of my votes. I'm not happy with a few of my decisions, but I like it. At least we're getting some waves back.
Yeah, a few people.
I mean, I'm used to getting the finger, so you know, it's nice to get the waves. I love it. I love it. Voting, voting, voting. I think this is the first time I've waved to this many cars. I haven't gotten the finger. I haven't gotten the finger once, folks. You guys don't want to know what they say to us in other places. Hi, guys. If you're in Manatee County, vote for Glenn Gibellina, Ed Bailey, Liz Arnold, John Kalovich. Those are who you need to be voting for, FYI. What's going on? What's Betty doing? Hey, Tulips, it's nice to see you. We're out here at the polling stations. I'm being sweaty Betty today. And we're just waving at people. I need to wave. There's more people coming. We need to wave at people. Hi. Got a turn signal. We want to remind these people today's a great day to vote. They need to vote. They need to vote. Sorry, I should have flipped you guys around, but I didn't. I want to come back here and be under the tent. It's actually not too bad here. It's, I mean, compared to what it's been this entire election season. Have a great day. We hot. All right, there's nobody out here now. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you here for a second. I'm gonna go grab a couple more chairs and then I'll be back. Just stay put. Let anybody know if they're walking up here, they got a hot mic. Like in case Glenn wanted to sit out here, I didn't want to go all the way back there, so I got us a couple more chairs. And we still have about 3 more in back there too. So if we need more chairs, we got chairs. Everybody, there's no reason why anybody's sitting on the ground. Whew. All right, y'all, I'm back. I am back, Jack. Okay, can you guys see me out there? Can't tell. Hello, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We're just politically, we're being political activists at the moment. Oops, let's make sure this doesn't fall. I didn't put any of my sprigs. Oh, shoot. We might have to tie it down a little better. Yeah, Glenn, I tried to check to see if all the Velcro was done, but I guess not. Here, hold on. I might need to bring this down just a little bit. Hold on. Okay, hold on, let me bring it down just a tad. Yeah, these sides here have Velcro, but you gotta Velcro them on. There we go. We have some minor issues going on. So far, we're staying in the shade, so you guys have been staying on, so we haven't overheated, but we might overheat it here in a little bit. Yeah, I can never reach those. I never put those on when I put the corners, but I guess with this wind, we're gonna have to, huh?
Right.
My tent top is actually, it's held up. I mean, I've had this tent for like a decade. I think that's the only, well, I guess there's a few more. I'll let you do that. You're taller than me. Where's my side? So I'll tell you guys this, the time to get in and get out is fairly quickly because I'm seeing a lot of the people come in and you know, park, go in, cast their ballot and leave. I mean, there's no line here. There's hardly any waiting, guys. And I'm pretty sure that's the way it is with all these polling stations today. So please, on your lunch break, get out and poll. All right, guys, until we get back, this is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to leave it open because we still have 100 people in chat. So I'm going to let you guys talk. But when we dwindle down to about 50 people, I'm going to shut the live down. And when we get back to the office, or back to the studio, we'll do a live on Nancy Guthrie's case. So Stick with me if you guys want to support the channel. If not, like I said, when we get down to about 50 people in the chat, we'll go ahead and close the live down and pick it back up later this afternoon. So enjoy the chat and make sure we're campaigning to get out and vote. If anybody hasn't gone out and voted yet, we're getting out and vote. That's the campaign. Get out and vote. Vote, vote, vote. Did you see that? If it wasn't for that, I'd have been chasing this side all the way down there. Hey guys, I appreciate you. Those words mean more than you know. I don't have my glasses on, but I'm barely reading. It's going to be yes, I know. We're out in the heat. It was registering over 100 degrees yesterday. Yeah, Glenn was going to get some ice and coming back. No. Oh, he's probably got to drop it off at other different locations too.
Last I heard, he was going to check on the other spot.
is here. Have a great day. I hope we pick up a little more around lunchtime.
Slowly crinkling in.
Yeah. Huh?
I didn't want to block traffic in the parking
Yeah.
lot, so I pulled out here. You got
I got zip ties right there. I've got to figure out how you're going to do it, but yeah.
Yeah, I got a knife.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Gotta get it done today, don't we?
It's hot. It's hot.
Is this
It's
okay
hot.
right here? Like that?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care where you put it.
How about
Doesn't matter to me. Wherever you want to put it. I'm waving. I'm sign waving. So
that'll give you a little shade once the sun gets over there.
there you go. Yeah. Whatever you want to do.
All right.
I'm not picky where you want to put them because, like I said, we got him around here. I was gonna see about putting him up, but he didn't want to get up. So I'm sign waving for him.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got a bunch of
Yeah, well, screwdriver.
Oh, I didn't even see that you guys already had that. My bad.
Got to remember, I'm a professional protester. We have flags. I got a big old 8x5 flag that says "Get the flock out of here."
I like it. I like it.
And so I'm gonna this week or next week. It might be this week because I think I have time this week. I'm gonna go get my chair. I'm popping it up in front of the sheriff's station with my big old flag.
Nice. There's one lady, Donna or whatever.
Yeah.
She keeps calling it frog, and I'm
It's-
like, you know, like, because she's for
Yeah.
them. So I'm like, I'm not
If
gonna.
it's Donna Hayes, and
Yeah.
she's the problem.
I'm not gonna correct her because just being wrong is part of the argument. She's already wrong with her argument, so now she's wrong with her spelling too.
Yeah. We got idiots that live here.
Honestly, like it's. Did you see? Did you see the con job got his last minute Trump endorsement?
No, who?
Not really.
I don't. What? You know what I'm thinking?
I
I'm
earned
thinking. I'm thinking because he's the front runner of the. Because Trump is the GOP head. I think they're forcing him to do these because I'm like, these are swampy people. We're here about draining the freaking swamp. What the hell is going on with these endorsements?
I earned that endorsement for Bill. Because if I didn't run against Bill, he
Right.
would have never got it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Right.
Because he's not out there working.
He isn't out there working.
Well, he wasn't until I
Hold on.
entered.
I forgot this is on.
Oh.
Got a mic here. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to mute you. We had somebody here that was talking Frank, and I didn't want you guys here, and I didn't want there being any evidence of the conversation. Alrighty. Oh. All right, guys, we're taking a break. I'm gonna bring you down to my size. Oh, yeah, you guys still aren't down to my size. I think I'm gonna put you on the ground and pull you guys up. I'm so far down here, my butt feels like it's dragging the ground. My butt feels like it's dragging the ground. All right, guys, it's nice to see you. I gotta tell you, this thing here comes in handy. Oh, so what have you guys been talking about in chat? Give me the lowdown of the gossip. Oh, whoa. I'm gonna take this a little few minute break here. Say hi to everybody. Let me get my glasses on. I can't see shit. Hi guys, I can see you. Oh, you guys decided to hang out with me. Look at you guys. Hi, Desert Heat. I want to come out to Arizona, but right now I'm in the process of raising funds for my legal expenses in Tennessee. So until I get those kind of resolved, we're raising $5,000. Once I get that $5,000 raised, I'll head out to Arizona. But right now I'm trying to, I got the federal lawsuit against the county, and they're forcing me to resolve my appeal. But as soon as I get this appeal resolved, then yeah, I'm planning on coming out there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet when I get out there, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty loud when I get there. But yeah, I'll be out there at some point. You will never see the hate channels doing anything. Oh no, no, not one bit. Actually, I need to move you guys out of the heat. Hold on, guys. Everything's all messed up here. But you guys are like right in the heat, and we're going to start shutting down if I don't get you out of the heat. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Thank you so much. Okay, I think that works. I just needed to get you guys up out of the heat. There we go. Do you have? Oh, you do have a water. Okay, I got some water here. I need some more ice on top of it, but I do have. I grabbed everything I could out of but it's not really that cold.
Mine's fine.
You're good. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I need to get some water in me. Oh, they are cooling off though. They were pretty warm when I first started out, but now they're starting to cool off. So. It's that hot out here. Right there. It's that hot. If you want to know how hot it is out here, it's that hot right there. That's how hot it is, guys. Right there. Whew. It is it's going to keep getting hotter and hotter out here, but we're going to keep doing what we got to do. I just needed to take a few minutes to sit down because I'm right dead in the heat. I'm probably going to have to make another trip, another trip back to the car to get my hats. I got hats. And I even got one that has a little rubber band that goes up under my neck so the wind can't blow it off. Because I'm not I almost had to chase this sign. A big old dump truck came through here, and it wasn't speeding or anything. It was just the pressure of the wind as it went by. It ripped this sign slap out of my hand. I wasn't expecting that. But, all right, people are starting to show up. I'm going to flip you guys back around. There we go. I'll flip you guys back around. Do the Democrats and Republicans ballot together? She showed me her voter's registration card, and it did show this place for on her registration card. Right. But she's like, I've never heard Democrats and Republicans polling together. I said, I'm not sure, because in early voting, you whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, you go to any of these. Yeah, exactly. You can get a ballot for it. So I don't know. I asked her if she finds out the answer to that to let me know, because there's going to be somebody else that probably has the same question as she does. You know, we want to make sure they get to the right place and vote.
I believe whatever you want to vote for, either way, you
can
do it.
But you know, with the contention, but I understand her concern. You know, with all the contentiousness of the elections and stuff like that, it probably would be a safety concern in some, you know, in this new election era. You know, of everybody wanting to hurt everybody over their
stupid shit. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd like to know. See, I have some hemp string, and if I would have known better, I would have just taken 2 signs and put little thing there, and I wouldn't have to hold them. I could just wave, walk around and fan myself and wave. flapping. I didn't want to button it because I didn't want to cover, but I don't want my front row Joe because the front row Joe is, Glenn. That's what I want. I want people to know because everybody's got freaking Trump's endorsement, but front row Joe's endorsements are pretty strong too. Oh, lady, come on, turn. There you go. There you go. Oh, dear goodness. I thought she was about to... Did you...
Yeah.
I thought she was about to turn into the ditch. Ah!
Trump.
Huh?
Trump.
Oh, there we go. Front row Joe, baby. Whew. Trump. I couldn't see. I heard somebody saying something. I couldn't hear where they were coming from. I finally turned around. There he was. Tara Poulton got the front seat by the front door, but I think that this is an equally great position right here. It's the first signs they see coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I always believe the people that have, like the first thing that you learn and the last thing you learn, you always remember. It's the stuff in between that you lose.
True.
That's why when when I was a kid, my dad got this, where there's a will, there's an A course. And that was one of the things that they taught us was that if you break down your instead of studying for an hour straight, if you break down your sessions into 15-minute increments, you'll remember a lot more beginnings and ends
True.
than if you were to work for an hour.
Through.
Right. So it was pretty interesting. So I kind of apply that logic here. This is the first sign they see. It's going to be top of mind for them.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I hope that's the case. Keep coming. Keep coming. Put your blinker on. You want to vote. You need to vote. Vote in today's election. Yay.
You gotta turn your sign over.
Up. Sign up.
Upside down.
Well, we want them to really think about it. I don't know how. Oh, Carly, because I was fanning myself, I probably wasn't paying attention. Oh. Yeah, I would think they have to vote here because we got Kelly Kirshner signs, and that Kelly is a Democrat, isn't she? I'm almost positive.
I'm sure you can,
Huh?
either way, Democratic, Republican, whatever.
And Gleason's a Democrat.
Yeah.
So this has to be polling for both.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, how many do we got in here? We're growing. Looks like we're here for the long haul, guys. It looks like we're here for the long haul. We were at 111 and then we went to like 124. Now we're at 118. So I guess we're here for the long haul. So thanks for the love and support, guys. We really appreciate it. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea on our chat, but I appreciate the love and support. That's what it's all about, supporting one another, doing our thing. Our thing, chicken wang. All right, let me put you back up here on the table. Out here in the cool. We're doing so good so far. I can't believe the phone has stayed up this entire time without. But you know what? It does work when it's under in shade. It's just when we're out there in the heat, it just doesn't work very well. Have a great day. Okay, what time is it? 10:30. I want to get through at least lunch, but I've got to call Andrea. I got to talk to her today. We got business at like 1 o'clock this afternoon, y'all. So by then we'll be done. Do you need anything? Water or anything? You just good? Okay. Huh?
Walk down and use the restroom.
Can we go use? We got to take our shirts off though if we have to use the restroom, right? But I would
Yeah,
too.
you would. Yes.
Okay.
Or just turn it inside out.
Okay. Well, I got an undershirt just for that purpose. I didn't know where the restrooms were. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh. Hey guys, we're back. I am like dying of heat. I will not lie. It is hot, but it's cool. It's like I don't know how to express it because it's a cool hot. It's a cool hot. Like we have a lot of heat in Florida, and it's supposed to be like in the 100 degrees today. It's not quite up. Excuse me. It's not quite up there yet. But what's helping us out here today is the breeze. The breeze is keeping us cool. Plus, we're not in the direct sun. When I go outside of this, where I'm standing, where you guys can see me walking up and down and waving at people and thanking people for voting, I'm out there in the sun, and so that heat is really on me. But when you come under the tent, you can feel the differences in the temperature. These dump trucks really do a number on these little tents. I don't have any pokey things in the ground. I didn't have my pokey things. If I left them at home or they're in another container, I've got them in my other carrier, but I didn't hear them jingling around in my bag. So I had nothing to, put the legs down into the ground with. So if we get one big wind, it could really rip this whole thing up. So this is like a seriously temporary shelter. So anyways, I'm so tired already. I knew as soon as Glenn got to Palm Air was not going to be a good place to set up because it's just not. It's not good. It's not tent worthy place. Like you have tent worthy places where you can where you have enough room to pop up a 10 by 10 tent, which is what I got. I got a 10 by 10 tent. And I actually have bigger tents, but these are pop-ups. I don't have. This is the only pop-up I have, but I have. Tents, event tents. So I've got big poles that have like 3 and 4 ways on them that I can make a tent as long as possible, and then we just attach different tarps over those sections. And I've got like 3 or 4 of those, so I can literally fill up my whole yard with tents and shade my whole entire yard. But those are more involved, and these are just really easy to carry with you. The other ones, like I got a few poles and concrete cans. Those are the ones my neighbor brought to me. And then I got the ones that I had that just go on the ground that we need to use like bands to hold them like to hold the tent down. But it's much bigger. It's like a 14 by 20. It's a pretty big, it's a dinner tent, and I think if I added all of mine, it would be kind of like a 14 by 30 if I put all the sections on it. So it's a pretty big tent that I've got. It's wide and long. But this is the easiest, so. Hey guys, if you're coming in, you're wondering what we're doing, why I didn't put any Guthrie stuff in the title is because I'm out here campaigning, and I just didn't want to be by myself. So I didn't realize I was going to have somebody, one of Glenn's other people that he's got on the campaign. He helped set the tent up and has been kind of sitting out here. He's been very quiet. He's been keeping me company, but there's nothing been going on. I've been talking to you and not him, but he just went back up for the other people and stuff like that. I don't know if we're going to have how this is going to be or how long we're going to be out here, but I'm trying to stay out here until at least the lunch rush, and then pack it all up and start heading back, because this is this is the day. This is the primaries. So we had, 2 weeks of early voting, or a week and a half of early voting, something like that. And then we had one day, like Monday, we couldn't vote. So everybody was out campaigning Sunday, and then Monday was nothing. And then Tuesday, today is the big rush and the big push. And this is really defining our county. This vote here is defining our county. This is going to change the direction of our. It could potentially. Let me put it like that. If we don't get the votes that we need to stop this overdevelopment, then we're going to have Mike Ron and Amanda Ballard at that dais. If for any reason this county is done with this leadership and this overdevelopment, we're going to have Glenn Gibolina and Ed Bailey in those positions. Now we have two candidates, Carol Ann Feltz, which was a friend of mine. She passed away in February when I was out at that event with Sebastian Rogers, and I had to, pack it up and head back home very quickly because she had passed away. Well, her position has not been filled, so we're filling her position this year, which we shouldn't have had to, but since it was under, I think she was only a commissioner for less than 6 months. We were able to put this on this election, and then Jason Bearden's not running, which I don't blame him. He's a Christian guy, and what those people put him through on that board, nobody should have to be put through that. But he's also made some bad and some terrible choices. So he was going to be primaried anyways. And I think he knew the writing on the wall. I just don't think politics is for some people, but for some people it's not for it. And I don't think Jason, he would have been good, but he didn't have an opportunity to be good. So there is that. Where are we on our people? We still have 115 people. So we'll keep the live chat growing. I'm going to probably have to move the table up because the sun is shifting, and now I can feel the heat on the back of my legs. So I think I'm going to have to move the table up a little further. So, all right, guys, I'm going to keep you guys here for a bit. See you back. I think we need to move the table up just a tad. We're starting to fight with the sun rising. We're going to be in the street. There we go. Or we're going to have to sit. Maybe we sit on the other side.
I mean, get your back to the road.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but
At least there's a little breeze.
yeah. Well, once the sun gets on top of us, then we'll have shade right on top of us. So that's that. I was thinking by now I'd probably be able to get my live would probably be small enough that I'd just stop it, but they're still watching, they're still supporting, so I'm keeping it up. This hasn't been as bad as it could have been with this breeze. This is nice.
Yeah, you got a good deep breeze.
Yeah, this is nice. I'm sweating, but it's still nice.
Right.
Up super early this morning. Had my alarm clock going at 6. Had my second alarm clock at 6:30. That means I got to pack my crap up and get the hell out of the house.
Yeah.
And so I get up there before 7 to calm air because I'm going to have to fight all these other people to get a good spot.
Right.
I get up there and I call Glenn and I'm like, "There's no good spot." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "This is the best polling station." I said, "I get it, but you're going to have to come up here and look at this." And I even tried to pull the phone out and show him, and he's like, "Oh, well, maybe this." And I said, "Glenn, you need to come up here." As soon as he drove up, he goes, "Man, this is a shitty spot." I said, "I know." And I said, "Well, we can sit it right here." He goes, "No, because let's just throw some signs up." And he goes, "I'm taking you back where I'm at." I think this is a better decision. Guys, I'm gonna sit out here and chill, and I don't want to worry about the hot mic. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys roll. Thank you guys for being out here supporting the Bullhorn Betty channel, everything that we do. We're gonna be out here for several more hours. I may pop a live up on TikTok or something like that. So if you guys have not gone on TikTok, get over there to TikTok. I've already done a live this morning on TikTok. I'll probably do another one here in a little bit, and then I've got to do a live here on Facebook as well to try and draw some more people out here to vote, at least for the lunch break. So guys, I've got a lot of work to do. I love you guys.